Start out by giving all praises and honor. Start out by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And shout out to all the Akins and Aquans out here pushing the truth. I'm Brother Kara.
Yahukanan.
Usually Shar.
It's open forum. Yeah, man, look, I did the last video. It didn't pick up the sound. It picked up your sharp, but it didn't pick me up. So go back to the original way of just recording for now till I get that mic together. It's always something though, but we're gonna keep pushing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Keep it basic until you have to probably do some test runs outside of us of recording and bringing up them other tabs and so forth. You gonna have to do it like outside of us to work out the bugs and stuff. You know how that go.
Yeah, the little kinks. Yeah, because I did it early. I'm like, okay, I get it. And then the sharp was rolling. I hear him perfect, clear as day. And then it's like you can see my lips move. No audio on my end.
Okay. All right, so y'all want to pick up where y'all was at, or?
We was kind of just waiting on you. We was like having a discussion, but not really more
Oh, okay. First Timothy's 2 and 11. No, I'm sorry. First Timothy's 2 and 9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, which, as you can see, is the polar opposite of today. But everybody's waking up to that they're Israelite. Elder Torah was doing a video of this one Christian who got like a big following and so forth, and he was testifying that he's a Christian, but he understands historically and biblically that he's an Israelite. Braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which becometh woman professing godliness with good works. So we can X that out here in America. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, but I suffer not a woman to teach nor exhort authority over the man, but to be in silence. And you're not getting any of that today. Today, women have been programmed to be masculine through the feminist movement and to assert authority over her man through the welfare programs and so forth throughout the 70s and 80s. It said, for Adam was first formed, then Eve. For Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. And you see it today. The woman is the head of the household. And if you cut the head of the head of the body off, or the head of the household, then the body will fall. So the head of the household then cut off the man, and the woman has been put in a replacement. And now we're on the 30-year revolving door of what we see today. Straight chaos. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity. Charity and godliness and holiness with sobriety. So X all that out.
Yeah, they don't know about that, nor do they want to do that, nor do they want to know about it, nor do they care about it.
I got a precept. That's why 1 Corinthians 11 and 9, where the man is not of the woman, but the woman is of the man. neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
Right, but in today's society, the woman whole agenda is, what could you do for me? What do you have for me? Like, straightforward. But y'all was created for us. That's why woman, when you go into the etymology of the word, it go back to servant. Servant to who? The man. And but no, she's not a servant to the man. It's the man got to get on his knee and give her the ring, open the door for her, hold the door. That's why I'm doing any of those things. Yeah, fuck that.
First Ezra 4:26. Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, become servants for their sakes. Like you said, man running around this motherfucker picking up trash and becoming servants to these women in Esau power structure. That's why Yahushua is gonna make us more precious than gold. You know what I'm saying? Because this whole society is geared towards our destruction through Esau and using our women to destroy us. They can't see shit outside of Babylon. And when you got these Arabic nations that's Old Testament, that's wrong. That's wrong. How they should let them women? Nah, it's a divine order to things. It's a divine order. The Most High made everything in order. There's a structure.
That's why that Isaiah chapter 3 gonna hit them real hard.
Yeah, Karen. Yeah, you got that one back too, huh? The 3 and 12.
Huh?
I said you got that on deck too.
I couldn't. What'd you say?
You got that on deck.
Oh, the Isaiah 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
I
it.
got it. You got it?
Let's see. I'll start at. I'll kind of start from go through 17 and 26. Therefore, the Lord will smite, or this Isaiah chapter 3, verse 17. Therefore,
hold on, my bad. Hold on. Damn, I know where you're going with it too. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, but right after you done doing that, because I know we're finna go, jump to 9, because Esau made sure that he threw a trick bag in there on the goddamn 10-year anniversary of Basketball Wives, on why today we have this epidemic of the LGBT community. But go ahead, because your 17 started perfect.
Will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
Yeah, Con. $1 billion business. He took their hair and Esau capitalized on it.
And the Lord will discover their secret part.
Right, and what's their secret parts? Yeah. All of the freak nasty, all that shit they do in the dark, you know what I'm saying? All them conversations, all that shit. That's why even when Yahushua met the woman at the well, you see he bust her ass straight out. He said, you got many husbands. Like, fuck you talking about?
Right. I sent you a lot of men, bitch.
Going to 9, it says, the show of their continents does witness
against. No. Finish some more where you was at.
Okay.
You was talking to that Samaritan woman. Yeah, Samaritan.
18. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments.
Right, because it's a consequence, and that consequence is happening now. Not only is their hair and so forth have been taken away, which they didn't got accustomed to it, Esau then made them wig mania. So they thinking that that's cool, especially your generation, Kyrie. They don't have no problem with wearing like fake hair, fake eyelashes, and so forth. So when you try to bring up the hair thing, they be like, "So what? They got paid for this," but you can't keep paying for those accessories that you're trying to buy. Why? Because all of the jobs are being cut off. See that? So Yahushua is taking away all of those different, and Jake gotta have accessories like a motherfucker.
Right. let's see, their feet, their cars, and their round tires like the moon, chains, and bracelets, and the mufflers.
Hmm. See that? See that? All them gift bags. You know how niggas always shower in these bars with all these gifts. They got a Monday nigga, they got a Tuesday nigga, they got a Wednesday nigga, they got their Thursday hustle and all that shit. They go get their bags and all that shit. They got all these different little jobs and little different hustles. All that shit is being cut off.
Ornaments of the legs, headbands, and the tablets,
See that? Everything.
rings, and nose jewels.
Everything.
Yep.
Now tell me they ain't wearing all that shit big time nowadays.
And then you go to 24, it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell,
Woo!
it shall be stink.
Your musty ass.
And why is that? Because the being 13 years old to 25 to 29-year-old and all them multiple sex partners and all them sperms and all like Elder Lombard say, them dirty mushroom, all them dirty mushrooms she just sat on. The women now have a odor.
Right.
They cover it up with all these fragrances and shit, but the natural scent now, and all of them, they have a natural odor now.
Hey, and I experienced a couple of them.
You know,
Yeah.
like, come on now.
Yeah, cut. And you know what? The crazy thing about it is this. It's not that the woman hasn't been washing herself or she don't take care of herself or she just was some little nasty, dirty, how like we in our conversation portray it. That's not what's been going on. If she didn't have more than 6 partners or more from the age of 13 to 30,
right,
without her using any natural fragrances when it comes to lotions, body sprays, soaps, or deodorants, if she had to use natural hot warm water to just wash without any of them fragrances that Esau then gave them, we all will be experiencing what the scriptures is talking about. That's why Esau is fighting against the prophecies by doing what? Giving them all of these fragrances and all this dish. Why do you think they created the dish? So the woman can. I ain't gonna keep quiet on that
right,
shit.
exactly. Yeah, you're not lying. And it's not like that we're bashing them. We're not bashing them at all. This is a fact thing. Like, you remember you was young and 18 and you had some 18 and it was fresh. And you've been 30 where you done had some 30 and you like,
It's not the same. Kyrie don't know what he's talking about yet. I was going to stop saying that. Shit, Corona know what we talking about yet, but yeah. You sorry, you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You be being quiet sometimes. I don't be seeing you. No, but you'll see what we talking about. You'll see what we talking about.
I kind of get an understanding.
Yeah, you'll see what we talking about. All you gotta do is measure somebody over 28. You'll see what we talking about. That's it. I don't care how clean she is. It doesn't matter.
Right, because she done had so many different spirits and
yeah.
It changes who she is. That's why the scriptures say Eve knew Adam and Adam knew Eve. How did they know each other? They knew each other, you know what I'm saying? They was having sex. That's the only true way to know a woman is to have sex. These women know many men.
Yeah, and a lot of these men know our so-called who we claim as our women. No, a lot of men know them. So, and they know a lot of men. So, like, let's stop playing. We can. You sure you want to?
Keep going.
Go ahead. Yeah, a little bit, but then jump to that 9.
And instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well said hair, baldness, and instead of
Right.
a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty.
Yeah, kind. And as you can see, the black women look like the. I don't even know what to say. I don't want to make no jokes, but as you can see, they all look like linebackers, or they built like I don't know, the short bus. It don't matter. When I think of the Latins, I think of the short bus and shit. When I think of the black woman, I see a fucking linebacker, and it doesn't matter. Like bulldog face, everything. It's ridiculous. No hair, all that. Uh, like I said, they're like the Michelin Man, the tires and shit, all the different roads, super overweight, and it's ridiculous. And you see, and I see it a lot in because I be in Waukegan, I be working in Waukegan, and it's a lot of Issacharites, Ephraimites, and Judah. Oh man, that's it. That's all you see, and there's a lot of pharmaceutical being sold to them too.
It is. Especially Issachar right, man. Issachar right look like a damn laundry basket of old dirty clothes. Oh man.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah. You sure you want to go and jump to 9?
Yeah. Uh, Isaiah 3:9.
Yeah, kind.
The show of their continent does witness against them. They declare their sin in Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their souls, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
Kind. Yeah, yeah. All this LGBT community and all of this. You see how anybody famous like Chappelle, he just said something about the community, and he got this big old backlash and so forth. And it's the same reoccurring situation. Anybody say something about them, they get what they call it, cancel or whatever, cancel culture and all that shit. But hey, they hide it not. So it's on the full blown. I was just seeing some show. Matter of fact, it was some show on HBO where they got like a whole series that they got these transvestites that go around and they like bring people alive who like I guess struggling with their family. They'll pick like 3 or 4 people, and it's only Judah and Issachar. They pick like 2 and 2, and they go into there, and they got these transvestites that come in, and they persuade the whole community, and they start with the father and mother and the brothers and sisters, and have them basically conform to that lifestyle, that it's okay, by throwing this big lavish parade and so forth for them afterwards, and have them dress up and dance and go into all these characters. And man, when I see them perform the Issachar to that bullshit, I said, damn, he just don't understand like what they actually doing to him. But I was like, oh yeah. And the mom wasn't with that shit, but towards the end to show you how that herd mentality really dominate, and they using that herd mentality a lot, because even when it comes to this Beetlejuice, you notice how they saying the 5 to 11-year-olds now. I hate to jump subjects, but and I was just talking to Gad, and her son just got popped or whatever, and she's saying after doing her research that it's like, what's she say? I think 500,000. Or no, 50,000. It's 50,000 people who's actually coming forward and testifying that the Beetlejuice is having that schizophrenia come out more. I don't know.
Yeah.
But her mentality, a motherfucker. And my bad. And the herd mentality also go with the LGBT community. They use the herd mentality over these last couple of years to conform our whole nation to the acceptance of this through the goddamn television.
Through cancel culture. Cancel culture is a weapon. What is it doing every day? Eating away at your so-called rights, and your whole structure of the American society and American dream. And that's why this place going down, as you can see it. You say one thing wrong, who jump right on your ass? The LGBTQ. You said something wrong. Where's your freedom of speech at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, done. Yeah.
Chip away at you, little piece by piece by piece. They chip away at your ass. You know, until it's all gone.
Yeah,
That's that.
done.
That's that. That's that. Crafty council. That's the old order. That's the new order getting rid of the old order. You know.
Yep. That's it. They establishing it. Dun, dun. Yeah, that's really it on that. Okay, my bad.
No, you good, you good. But that 5 to 11, I was thinking about that before the lesson started. I saw it on TV at work. Them kids was looking so sad, getting that.
Oh, Con.
Yeah,
Them
They
kids,
lifeless.
them kids know that juice ain't right. You know, and when studies first came out, when it first came out, they had the highest immunity to this shit. The young children. Kids heal faster naturally. Like I got a little baby, she scratched her nose, it instantly heals within a day or two. You know what I'm saying? As opposed when you get older, you get a scratch, it take a little longer. You know what I'm saying for it to heal. They
yeah,
natural.
contact. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And Esau know that. Why you think he used the baby stem cells and the embryo um fetus tissues and so forth to do what? Reproduce organs. They know this. They know what cousin friend. Yeah, hell yeah. That's why they pay so much money for the what's that? Parenthood. Planned Parenthood. When they was caught with those secret interviews that they was basically saying like how much they paying for these babies and all that shit and how they didn't have no kids. They had one of the directors on there that they secretly recorded, and she was actually laughing at dinner, saying like how much money they make, and they moving right forward with what's going on. So yeah,
Con. These devils know what they doing.
Uh, if I may bring this out in Second Peter, this is it's kind of what I was going into. I read this last night, and I wrote down 1 through 8, but I bring out like the main verses. This is pertaining to us, more so the elect. Uh, oh yeah, Second Peter chapter 1 verse 3. According as his divine power have given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness, through the knowledge of him that have called us to glory and virtue. And virtue is showing high standards, morals, whereby are given unto us exceeding and great precious promises, that by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust.
Con.
yeah,
Yeah. Verse 5, and beside this, giving all diligence, diligence having care of one's work, giving all diligence add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness.
yeah, and that's what us Akims and Aquas too are actually doing. Like we witnessing in this world the things that's happening in the dark with Esau. So as we add what patience, faith, virtue, and wisdom by doing what researching, studying, being circumspect, looking around, looking into things that's going on, and not just being this basically zombie that we all know we once was. Because I actually, I testified like shit before I came to the truth. I had no reason to understand about pharmaceuticals or economics or government. I had no reason to know those things. Shit, I
Con.
had every reason to know about the street, and that's it. Or what some rapper was saying, because that related to me, so I thought, because part of some weak ass culture. But that's it.
Right, and that lady, they called, her name was Deborah. She was a senior executive for Planned Parenthood. Her name was Deborah Nucatalo. Nucatalo. How do you say it? Nucatola.
Yeah,
Body parts for stem cells blocking. She was donating fetal tissue to researchers. Yep. So they know, these devils know what they be doing.
yeah.
Forever. Esau got a godlike complex. He's trying to live forever. You have a day, and it's written right here in these scriptures. Yeah, he would not meet you as a man.
Oh yeah. I was about to get some on that, but I'm trying to stay on sharp. No, you did this. Philippians 3:13. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. And a lot of people can't see like what we see, that it's another kingdom coming. It's another world coming that's going to bring righteousness, bring happiness, bring joy. You know what I'm saying? Bring everlasting life. We ain't got to worry about our kids being attacked, or especially somebody trying to like Beetlejuice them, or any of those things. Like we ain't got to worry about like our women or man, none of that shit. Like this ain't even worth talking about. I press toward the mark of the prize of the high calling of God in Yahushua. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if anything ye be otherwise minded, God shall reveal even this unto you. Nevertheless, whereto we have already attended, let us walk by the same rule. Let us mind the same thing. See that?
Exactly.
See?
There's no other way. There's no other.
Right.
There's no other doctrine. There's no other gate but the straight gate.
Right. See that? So you got to watch out for these wayward doctrines. You got to watch out for Satan's secret weapon. Shit.
Well, we're not
yeah. And you got to understand the prophecies and the will of Yahushua. That's it.
Even
I gotta fix that real quick.
Yeah.
2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant to his devices. Because we not following no other. We not drinking strong wine. We not taking in other doctrines. We being sober. We going straight with what the Hamashiach said. Yahushua. You know, we waiting on him. He said he will prepare a place for us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we on. That's the time we on. This shit, Jake too comfortable in his captivity right now. Motherfuckers can't see that this coming to a fucking end. You know what I'm saying?
You talking again?
Yeah, I can see.
I got some info from that I want to talk to you about. I talked to the IT tech company. I'll tell you about it.
That's called if anybody want to get settle on their leave, KJV, they settle on their leave. First Peter 5:7. Yeah, that's what it is, man. Motherfuckers too comfortable. Like they got their agenda like like what they say finna come to pass.
Con.
And I'm looking at motherfuckers like they looking at, I'm telling them the message, and they looking like, the fuck this nigga talking about? I know what I'm finna do, and I'm looking like, no, you in your Howard Shop movie, starring you, motherfucking movie coming to you, all this shit coming to you. You ain't gotta do nothing.
Con.
Yeah.
Your monkey ass just an extra in the background.
Okay.
You start at 1 Peter 5 and 7. You gonna start at 7? Okay.
Yeah, I'll take it to 10.
All right, 1 Peter 5 and 7. Casting all your care upon him, for he.
See that? And that's the number one thing that Jake don't want to do. Cast their cares upon Yahweh Shah. They like, what you mean by that? Like, so because when you cast all your cares upon Yahweh Shah, the works that you're doing and however you receiving your monetary, it get reproved. And that's why man don't want to go into that light. Because if you know you selling and you got extra little shit on the side, and that's how your cash coming in, or you using usury on Jake. Like let's say you just got something going that, you know what I'm saying, you can get 60 or 50 times more. Well, the scripture says you don't use usury on Jake, and then you can't sell drugs and be a witch. So like, what the fuck? So they like, I can't do this, I can't do that. No.
Hey, that's just like when Yahweh Shah told him that he without sin let him cast the first stone. People don't want to deal with their own darkness and light. They rather just persecute the next person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm so casting all
upon him, for he careth for you. Be sober, be vigilant, Salakin, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world.
Yeah, Khan. All of us is being burdened. That's why you think General Yohana came right out and said, yeah, he the devil, but you can get the Beetlejuice.
Getting that bag. Ching, ching.
Right, because he a leader. He already, come on, who you think finna get them first calls on what they should do as this Beetlejuice started to ramp up a year ago? There is. Because you hear Elder Charles say, motherfucker, ask him. Man, I got this. He said, man, forget that job, faith, so forth. No, he taking it and came out openly and told all of us, no, I ain't really doing the Beetlejuice and you shouldn't do the Beetlejuice. And that's why when anybody asks me, because we even hear an in-depth conversation today at work about the Beetlejuice, and it was quick. It was like 4 of us Jakes pulled up at the same time to unload all our trucks, all our little old medicine totes and shit. And as we unloaded all our totes, it had to be the spirit of Yahweh Shah, because one Jake just got to talking about feeding his family, and I was like, well, yeah, the Beetlejuice coming down the pipeline, and then one brother testified how some brother told him that what we say, something about from the street perspective, motherfucker changed their life, and now these Europeans coming in and basically putting our backs up against the wall, like we gotta be illegal for us to feed like our families because of this Beetlejuice whole shit. And Jake and them didn't want to get into all this philosophize or science on what's going on. Jake kept it simple to the other Jake and told him, if a motherfucker come and try to take food out your family house, what you gonna do? And he just looked at all of us, and we didn't have to say anything to him because we already know shit by any means necessary shit.
See, I don't understand. Jake Jake always been we always been a people where soon we get some motherfucker come snatch the rug right from up under you. You know what I'm saying? So we adapt. That's we adapt.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, but shit, hey, that shit how we shot test because Yahushua is testing the whole world. While you got all these Israelites finding out that they Israel, no, we finna find out do you really believe in your power and what he's saying. Because right now everybody's saying they believe in Israel and they believe in whatever they want to call them and shit, but the test coming down the pipeline.
Huh.
That's why he's telling you cast all your cares upon because you're not supposed to take that Beetlejuice for no reason. So for leaders to come out and say it, y'all already being exposed and failing that basic scripture where we already read. But we can read some more of it though. They ain't casting they cares upon shit. They already went took the motherfucking vaccine. But they Israelites though. And tell you straightforward that they Israelites.
Huh. I got a quick precept.
All right, go ahead.
Romans 9:6. Not as though the word of power have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of promise are counted for the seed. And that's twofold, Doc, because you got people saying, yeah, I'm Israel, I'm an Israelite. You dig what I'm saying? I believe in the scriptures when it's going good, but shit, when that pressure get put on their ass, man, Joe, I had to feed my kids, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Then you see who really Israel is, who really believe on the Father and the Son. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like if you do it in the streets, everybody down, everybody your homie when you're doing good, but when times get bad, you know what I'm saying? Everybody scattered like roaches, you
Yeah.
know? And that's that pressure from above and pressure from below. I think crash some of y'all ass, and it's all the will of y'all shot.
I got some in
Because what I still got
Yeah.
7,000 men for myself, reserved for myself that did not bow to Baal.
Yeah, kind. Yeah, that's the election. But finish that First Peter because we need to take it to 10.
Time.
I think we should be on 8.
We was on 8.
after y'all get through with Peter, I got some after that.
Okay, cool. Because I want us to leave it because that cast all your cares upon him, and that's not what's happening when you decide and you make a conscious decision in your mind for whatever reason that the Beetlejuice was acceptable without no pressure. It's Israelites already took it without no pressure. Hundreds of Israelites from all different, say they
Man,
follow all kinds of branches.
I got family members took it no pressure. Took it no pressure. You went the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Gathering, doing your day to day and never had a, you know what I'm saying? And
Just went and took it.
soon as they announced it, you know, this is First Peter 5:10. But the power of all grace, who had called us unto his eternal glory
No,
by
is that from where we was at?
time. We you want me to go back up to 9?
Yeah, because we got to read it right
Okay,
through.
I'll start back at 7. I'll start back at 7. First Peter 5:7. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour, whom resist, stay steadfast in the faith, knowing the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world, but the power of all grace who had called us into his eternal glory by Christ Jesus, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach.
Yeah, I don't know why you said that.
Oh, after
Yeah.
that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish strength, settle you.
Right, good. This the test. We being tested right now. That's why it's a struggle. That's why you being strengthened. That's why we being. That's a test. That Beetlejuice. That's why all Israelites, your leaders or whatever you call them, should be bluntly telling y'all, no, ain't none of us taking none of that shit. Period.
Huh.
But like Elder John said, some of y'all gonna go sneak and take it.
Huh.
I'm laughing. Some of y'all gonna go sneak and take it. Now, go ahead, Richard. Go. So,
They already
good. The test already happening. You don't even know what's happening, man. And see, that's what happened when you don't study to show thyself approved. So that when you don't study, man, motherfucker, this ain't no game, nigga. This your salvation. Deshaun, go ahead, Deshaun.
Okay, y'all had to y'all finish.
Damn. Yeah, no, that's it. Shit. Motherfuckers, the test is right now, cuz. Like, people don't even know it.
It's Luke chapter 17, verse 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man.
Perfect.
Eat and drink,
This is,
wives, even in marriage, until that day Noah entered into the ark, and the flood.
and this the spirit that these people was in. That's why you Israelites went on and went with what Gino and Johanna said by taking the Beetlejuice, and they had no problem because you don't want to lose that job, which is that bread, so you can continue in the cesspool of Babylon. But go ahead, I didn't want to finish that.
Let's see. Likewise, also it was in the days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built it. And that's what they do today. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven, destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. And then I got this one more.
Okay. They think it's
whosoever shall seek to
Speak
save
up a little louder, Yashar. You sound kind of low.
My fault. It says, whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it.
Yeah, kind of. And that's what us three doing. But it's being mistaken as you giving up on life, you being a bum, you not trying to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't heard all that and still getting it to this day. Shit.
That's why we here going through the scriptures on a Friday night at 8 o'clock, 7:58. When we can be out, you know what I'm saying? We so-called living our best life.
Right. Yeah. So man, that was perfect. Yeah, man. They really like think like, oh man, you in that occult, you in that hate speech, you going to hell. They really like believing this, like, man, you going to hell. Not knowing, nigga, you going to hell. That's the most craziest shit. Like, I know the book telling me you going to hell, but then I can show you that the book showed me that and telling me that, and the behavior, but then you can't. But I'm going to hell though.
It's a role reversal. That's what Esau like doing, man. He like the role reverse shit all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he even got Jake under the same fucking wine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, done. That's why these scriptures is that stronghold. These scriptures break that stronghold, which is that thought pattern. And it's good you said that he got us under role reversal. So let's start unreversing his role reversal. First Peter's 4:4-6. Because we give the understanding of our behavior. Y'all don't. Y'all just wild animals.
Time. You want to take that down?
First,
Yeah, come.
I
Whoever.
First Peter's 4:4-6, wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you.
Yeah, come. Motherfucker talk shit about you because you don't go out to the club with them. You don't go fuck with the bitches. You don't go shoot at the ops anymore. You ain't trying to go see what's up on the block. Also, now you this square ass nigga, funny ass nigga that's coming around with these crazy ass conversations and shit. That's how motherfucker looking at you sideways, not knowing they some fucking zombies, some sellouts, some Uncle Toms. Y'all some Uncle Toms. Y'all really believe in white supremacy. Y'all believe in Christianity. Y'all believe Jesus white. Like, the fuck? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Sweet Jesus. Man, I've been hearing sweet Jesus. Sweet Jesus. Man, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. So they think it's weird. And they speak evil of us. So Yahushua already let us know what the fuck y'all doing around here. So oh fucking well. It's a little bit moaning. Fuck them. Shit.
Time.
Who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead?
Ooh, see that? See that? We care about what Yahushua care about. Because he the one that's going to give that account. That's doing what? Waking our monkey ass up. See that? And that's what we doing. We accountable for doing what? Quickening. Being quickening ourselves. That's why I said these motherfuckers, the zombies, the Walking Dead, but the Walking Dead zombie trying to tell you on what life is, but they were Walking Dead. Y'all got to deal with Hydra right now. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. To me, Hydra ain't nothing but a goddamn comic book on the fucking television screen, but you stupid motherfuckers that let these crackers beat juice y'all with the Hydra. Fuck y'all.
Time.
See that? Now who crazy? See that? See that? Now who laughing? See that?
Hey, man, there ain't no laughing matter, but damn. They so sweet, I know they did.
Hey, Esau got their ass. Esau got their ass. That was cold, boy. A little bit more though. A little bit more. He got their ass.
For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, which the Gentiles, 2/3, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to God in the spirit.
So there we go. It was preached. Motherfuckers woke up and shit. Now we know what's up. And they talking shit. So oh well. That's why it's a division going on, and that's why Esau is furthering that division with this whole Republican Democrat race that's going on. Because cuz just like you told me, how they drumming up the how they trying to demonize the Republican Party. You see how they winning all the spots though, right?
Time.
They getting the Trump boys back ready.
Exactly. They waving the flag. Man, I just heard the apostles earlier say, that motherfucker, let's go, Brandon, Ho Biden, Sloppy Joe, say,
Yeah.
he dead. Like, he walking around shitting himself. That's how, like, you know, he said, man, I just wiped myself. I just got my butt wiped. Like, man, come on, man.
Yeah. So
Your king though. Your king is a fucking puppet, a jester.
yeah, he's just an example of shit, the people. You know what I'm saying? He said your leader is an example of your nation as a whole. So if you got a nation, if you got a leader that, like, what you call them, sleepy, right?
Huh.
Yeah, that's because the whole nation is an example of their leader. Which, matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Yeah, since you said it, yeah, they're an example of their leader, and so fucking is, because you see how Americans are asleep,
Huh.
and that's the spirit of their leader. Their leader is just sleepy. He don't know what's going on. He just a robot. He just take the talking points and just go along. That's exactly what the American citizen is, because it's a spirit. But here it is. This Ecclesiasticus 10:1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of men the rulers of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. See that? So these people got that vibration and that spirit on them. So if your leader is sleepy, slow, stumbling, when he stumbled up the stairs, that's what America and the population of America is. They be slow, sleepy, stumbling. That's why you talking to motherfuckers, they what you say? You like, man, did you see this video? Did you watch that? Did you, what? Oh, man, I was tired. Oh, like, what the fuck, man? You don't sleep so many fucking days. I thought you was a money chaser just a year ago. God damn, what happened?
Exactly.
So, yeah, just throw that out there. Anybody got anything on that? Because I got some.
Yeah, they said, look, it said he pooped himself at the Vatican. In his pants. And this was told 4 days ago, right? Look.
I'll see. Yeah, loose bowels.
Right.
Let's be clear.
Is this your king?
Right, yeah. 34, 35.
Man, that was perfect, huh?
Damn, we might be looking for 23. Here it is. No, that ain't that.
Hey, that's why Yahweh Shah gonna judge this place, boy. And it's gonna be like nothing ever. And it's gonna be beautiful. Always gonna be beautiful. And we don't get no rest in this place.
Yeah, good. I got one. This Ecclesiasticus 4 and 25. In no wise speak against the truth, but be ashamed of the error of thy ignorance. Be not ashamed to confess thy sins, and force not the course of the river. Which a lot of our people, that's all they doing is speaking against the truth.
Huh.
And they go hard. And El Sard, when he did that lesson about that Christian who came out and said he identified himself as a Christian, but historically and biblically he sees himself as an Israelite. He even came out and confessed and said it. He said that Christians are automatically taught that when they see us on the highways and byways, that we evil and we going off and we going to hell. They he said that, and he confessed this. He said they automatically taught that. He said, but when he started to look into it, that's when he was able to identify and say, wait a minute. He see historically and biblically, yes, he is an Israelite. Now he got a problem with the whole Edomite being on the corner and all that, but but he did confess that. And he openly said it. Oh, sorry, got it on his channel and shit. And that's how they actually portray, and that's how they're able to get a lot of our people to automatically have their evil eye towards us when they see us, is they automatically then train them like monkeys already. And then at the end of the day, it's Yahweh Shai, because only the elect don't get it anyways.
And not only that, you got the blind leading the blind. Them people trying to keep their 501 charter. That's why scripture say, let no man deceive you by any means. 2 Thessalonians 2:3.
Yeah, kind of. Look, you got me getting right on there.
You demonizing your own heritage.
Yep.
Because you are a Babylonian.
What that one that, since you said that,
Hey man, that's why this devil got to pay, man.
Damn. Damn, I had one. Okay, I got this one right here. I was looking for that one, but I'll do this one. This Job 24:4. They turned the needy out of the way, the poor of the earth hide themselves together. And that's how you see Jake. That's how they got Jake. Another reason why Jake don't really want to get involved is because Jake is in a despair, broken down, not only in spirit but mentally and physically too. And Jake don't have no. Jake life is so hard, and Jake then tapped out so much that they don't even have the energy to put up a fight to say, no, I'm not getting the Beetlejuice to get a job or nothing. They go into food. They allow our people in food pantries, food banks, standing lines. I see them all over Waukegan. Waukegan is littered with Israelites, Northern and Southern Kingdom, in despair. And they got food pantries and shit set up all over Waukegan for these people, man. And it's all Israelites, blacks and Latins. That's it. Northern and Southern Kingdom. And I see it all the time. And I'm like, damn, man, like, I can't go over there with this message with the truth and fuck these Edomites and they handouts and don't take this and do that. Man, our people, man, they busted. They busted. I'm laughing, but
he kill your village and then give you some scraps and shit at the same time, feed you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you see, hey, he's the most subtle creature. Shit.
Yeah. So Job 24:4, they turn the needy out of the way, the poor of the earth hide themselves together. Behold, as a wild ass in the desert, go they forth to their work, rising bedtimes for the prey. The wilderness yield food for them and for their children. And that ain't nothing but these Edomites using Wall Street to yield in all of the revenue of all of these companies and jobs and business. James 5:1. All of these jobs and businesses that all of us Israelites is getting up to and going to, and they got the matrix system of every minute and second of how many pallets and boxes and orders that we're supposed to do by the second. And even at my job, they got it down pack on the time and where you at. They can look on the map and know exactly because of your phone and you using their app, which they talking about you your own boss and shit. No, the fuck you not. As long as you using their app, that app tell them exactly where your phone at. So if your ass at the crib, them motherfuckers know you at the crib. And all jobs has done that and converted over to that. But man, they are pressing the shit out of us with these. You gotta have these many members. You gotta push out these many units per hour and all that shit. Anybody got
I got James 5:1. Go
okay.
to
My bad. Hold on, my bad. Because I need to just a little bit more on this before the James come out. Job 24:6. They reaped everyone his corn in the field, and they gathered the vintage of the wicked. Right. They cause the naked to lodge without clothing, that they have no covering in the cold. They are wet with the showers of the mountains and embrace the rock for want of shelter. They pluck the fatherless from the breast and take a pledge of the poor. That's all them welfare program, them kid programs, SNAP benefits, SNAP programs, all that shit, all that handing out the winter coats and the school book bags, that they have a lot going on, Yashar, in Texas and shit. And in the summertime, they need to feed the kids and shit, because kids don't have they're not going to school and their parents can't feed them. That's y'all fault.
So they got
y'all
the program and shit.
Right, y'all want
disguising himself as a light.
Right, they right. Y'all wanna be around this motherfucker privatizing everything, so y'all can reap in all the benefits, but then throw a motherfucker a $10 jacket. All right. What's going on?
Throwing you a gift basket and shit with the airplane, toothbrush, and small thing of deodorant and shit.
But he just bought a private jet. But he giving you a plastic bag that they give you in prison.
That's why the school system, you get from the schoolhouse to the jailhouse, it's all the same shit. That's why they got the metal detectors in the inner city schools and shit. Got them already coming in, being patted down and searched, and no off-campus lunch. They are pressing your parents' wages. You know what I'm saying? Everything. But then, motherfucker want to come give you a little small little bag of goodies and shit, back to school programs, and open up these little food kitchens. We used to call them chokes, because I used to be in them lines in the summer.
Me too.
You know, I stayed in a project. You know, every summer you got to get down there at 8 o'clock, get breakfast, and you got to be there at noon to get you some lunch.
Yeah. That's exactly what we read about in Job. Job is explaining how the Edomites set that whole situation up. Just real quick, Job 24:4. They turn the needy out of the way, the poor of the earth hide themselves together. You see what she said? I had to run and get down there to the lines. See that? Because we actually hiding. They got us here in the fucking project buildings like roaches. And when they throw us when they bring in them little food trucks and shit, what do the roaches do? They come scavenging down there and standing in them lines.
They had a radio station out there and shit, giving out free T-shirts and McDonald's certificates. Everybody, Jake running down there to go get some of that shit. You know how it is, man.
Hey, right in the scripts, it's all good. It's all good.
But we know, you know. That's how I know I'm an Israelite. Shit, I see myself in these scriptures. If you don't see yourself in these scriptures, throw the book away, because it ain't for you.
Shit.
I still holding on to that James, though.
Yeah, go ahead, because they finna see themselves again.
This is the book of James, chapter 5, verse 1.
And the Edomites even finna see themselves.
Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you.
Yeah, because what's happening is the monetary system in America and the way they set up the matrix system of the wages and the way of life, everybody's figuring that out now. Everybody's knowing about inflation. They knowing about the bubbles. They knowing about capitalism itself. and how you have to have losers. You have to have poor. That's the only way capitalism works. Capitalism is built off of what? Credit. That's the only way it works. See, people starting to find that out. People find out that they don't own their houses.
Nope.
Shit, they don't own their kids. Shit.
You live in a debt-based society.
There we go. There we go.
Your ass come out owing money.
Yep, that's what the debt clock is about.
Now go to now, ye rich man, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire.
The missus.
Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days.
Yeah, that's what they know.
Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which of you kept back by fraud.
Everybody's crying to the Lord of Sabaoth, but everybody's crying because that's what all these marches and protests about. Not just here in America, all over the world. That's why you see it in France, you see it in Germany, you see it in Ireland. What they saying? Our government, they're what they call it, austerity measures. What is austerity measures? Austerity measures is the cutting off of all your social services. No more cleaning the parks. You ain't, matter of fact, Yashar.
Yeah.
Have you noticed the parks are a lot more dirtier and like, have you noticed that? Like the parks and shit, a lot more like people ain't coming. Like it's not no like regular maintenance cleaning and shit. I don't know if you noticed that.
Bathrooms too. Public areas. Hell yeah. Man, look. Highway roads. City roads.
Yeah, Con. That's because okay. Yeah, that's because they got something called austerity measures. Austerity measures is whenever a state or country is lacking money, the first thing they start cutting back is social services, whether it's to the poor or to like clean parks and shit like that. Like for underprivileged kids to have like jobs in the summer, shit like that. To work in the wintertime and to like underprivileged kids to get like skills to learn how to like do the forklift and shit like that. They cut all that shit. All that shit is to be cut.
Like they did with the little the little programs for people who are mentally ill. They just throw their ass right in jail.
Yeah, Con. There you go. All that, because that's another social service. Everything, all the way across the board. That's why you see all these people around here who do a lot of Jake smack with madness. Especially, you notice more in this epidemic, especially the Beetlejuice. The Beetlejuice got their ass around this motherfucker tweaking. Hey, I'm laughing, man. Fuck that, I'm laughing. Go ahead.
Refers to strict economic policies implemented by a government to reduce government spending and public debt. Austerity measures are primarily implemented when a government is about to default on its bank. So this place going down.
Yeah. That's what time it is. Shit. Hey, I wish he ain't playing with their ass. But yeah, so it's over with. And everybody's complaining all over the world because the elites of the world is actually crashing the system.
Because they have but a short time.
Yeah, they know it.
Very short.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit more on there to say all the hands of the wicked shall come upon them, because that's what's going to happen.
All right, I'm gonna go back up to 4. Behold, the hire This is book of James, verse 5, chapter 5, verse 4. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth, and then wanton, ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter.
Con,
Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doeth not resist you. He,
that's the Israelites.
God, that's your boy Jacob from out there in Wisconsin. How they shot his ass up, and he in the car. Was he in the car with his kids?
Yeah, con, yeah. And he didn't resist. And man, he didn't even resist. He went to lean in and get in his car, like fuck the police. And fuck, nigga, you got 7 shots, nigga.
God, be patient, therefore, brethren, until the coming of Yahweh Shah. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth, and hath long patience for it, until
Yeah,
he
con.
receive.
No, go ahead, because I was gonna say that's really it. But it's talking about us. We got precious fruit that's blossoming and shit that Yahweh Shah is gathering up his elect. Once he gather up his elect, it's over with. Shit, precious fruit. But okay.
So we the apple of his eye, you know. But see, he even the Most High is subjected to his own words, you know. He being patient because that shows you that he ain't all emotional and shit. And that's how we supposed to be. We ain't supposed to be running off emotion, you know. He's showing us the perfect example of how to be. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, look, you can only imagine how mad he is, man. Imagine the apple of your eye. Motherfucker touch the apple of your eye, but you subjected to your words. You know what I'm saying? I gotta wait for this to be done, this to be done, and I'm gonna tell you stuff.
Yeah, kind. Hey, it's some fucking. That's this Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, because sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before God. Yeah, so it's just something. So Esau shit is a shadow. So hey, we finna get it. Cause I know that's why the Revelation 12:12 we always say, because it's happening so fast. That's why they always, we have to get this order. We have to get this order. We have to take advantage of this situation. That's why they say never let a good crisis go to waste. They can't, because they're in short time. Look at all our nigga ass waking up.
And they knew it. And that's why, like you said, Revelation 12:12, because the devil, he got a great wrath. Because he know he ain't got nothing but a short time. Everything is rush with his ass.
Anybody hear anything? Because I don't want to. No?
We're gonna get the precept when it says he oppresses a man's home and his heritage. You know what I'm saying?
I think is it Micah 2:2?
Con. I be getting Micah and
Malachi.
Con.
Yeah, I used to get those too. This
Micah 2 and 2.
okay, go ahead.
And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, and even a man and his heritage. And that sums up this motherfucker devil Esau. That 360 loops around everything we basically been saying, man. Because it got Jake, Israelites telling yours, you going to hell. You going to hell. You just sip the wine of this motherfucker. And then as far as the wages, he cut your people wages. Now the kids getting after school programs and shit, and after school lunches and chokes on during the summertime and choke line. You know, meanwhile this motherfucker buying islands, yachts, private jets and shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get everybody to invest in real estate. Boom, we're gonna crash the market, and now you got a recession because it was a bubble. You did, like, man, this is ever going. That's why they can't let prices go to waste. They got to take advantage of every opportunity to be the devil that they fucking in.
Yeah, come. That's it. That's all. That's it. Hey, well spoken shit all the time. This Luke 12 and 43. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he is coming, shall find so doing. Of the truth I say unto you, that he hath made him ruler over all that he has. But and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord, the Lord is coming, and shall begin to beat the manservant and maids, and to eat and drink, and to be drunken, right? Nigga going back out into the world. And we got to look at examples of that. And that's why you got to be mindful of the occupants and aquas around you and so forth. And shit, because brothers get tired of for whatever reason and go back out into the world.
Many are called, but only a few are chosen.
Yeah, Con. The Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him asunder, and will appoint him with the portion of the unbelievers. See that? He still know he Israel. Nigga still got the garment in the room. He can go bust that motherfucker out and go jump on the corner anytime he wanted to. But no, Yahweh got something for motherfuckers like that.
You know, and that's motherfuckers dropping out the truth when Y2K didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shit, not just them, but all of these new guys that came in under the new crop. The 2007, that's me. That's us. The 2007 crop, all from 2007 all the way from the 2000 crop that you speaking about. Then you got another group that came in 2007, and they ain't just come in GMS. They came in GMS, they came in ISUPK, they came in IUIC, they came in GOCC. Because I have ran into all those like vast has sell out too. It's talking about y'all ass out there too. See that? It's talking about y'all out there too. The Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him asunder, and will appoint him the portion with the unbelievers. And that servant which knew not his Lord will, and prepared not himself, because just because a brother say, yeah, I'm an Israelite, that don't mean they know the breakdowns. The breakdowns is to give you your faith. Neither did according to his will. Right. What's the will that Yahweh said? Right. Work out thy salvation, rehearse the righteous acts, get your ass up, you're raising thy ways, feed, if you love me, feed my sheep. That's it.
Hold on, what it say? Be ye doers of the word and not hearers only.
Right. Deceiving your own motherfucking self.
There you go.
Me, my bad. Luke 12 and 47. And the servant which knew not his Lord will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not and did not commit things, I'm sorry, but he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. Uh, for 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 unto whosoever much is given, of him shall be much required. Those of y'all like Nazariah, you got these breakdowns. See, he threw it all out. See that you got all these breakdowns. Much is required out of you, then.
God.
And,
And
and
you gotta seek the Most High 10 times more, right?
yeah, and to whom men have committed much of him, they will ask the more. Yeah, I'm leaving right there. I ain't gonna go. I was going, and I shall come to set fire upon earth. Yeah, hey, that's the next verse. Yeah, I wish I coming in. Shit. Yeah, get your ass ready.
Time. And he perfect. And he expects that. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of shit going against us, man. You think every oxygen in this motherfucker right now ain't got nothing we going through? You see what I'm saying? But this come first. You know? We all gotta bend our cross and walk with Yahweh Shah. This motherfucker get
Yeah.
right into it. You get all this information. The Most High allow you his words, his breakdowns, his knowledge, his understanding, and you throw it in the trash. What's gonna happen to you?
I know somebody gonna get it. KJV did all this time back. You want me to get it?
First Peter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah. And for it is first began at us. So before shit hit off, judgment started right here in Israel. And especially those of you that know you Israel.
Dun, dun.
What shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of power? What should be the end of you? You're gonna taste that second death. See, we believe and we believe in his word, and that's why we know we're gonna be crowned for everything we go through in this world. We're gonna be crowned for it in the next world, because Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning thereafter. See, there's a place after the end of this shit. And you just gonna be a regular citizen of Israel. We gonna be the people you call the bums that's bugged out on the highways and byways, preaching the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Them gonna be your superstar in the kingdom forever. Like how we reading about our superstars right here, David, Solomon, Yahweh Shah, the 12 apostles.
Yeah, you sure do. Second Peter 2:20.
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting a little upset.
No. Get Ecclesiasticus 44:1. Do yours first though, the 44:1, because you said King Solomon and so forth. Because it's really just the first chapter. You said famous people.
Ecclesiasticus 44:1. Let us now praise famous men and our fathers that begat us. See that?
Yeah. Keep going a little bit, because you'll be like, oh, okay.
The Lord has wrought great glory by them through his great power from the beginning, such as did bear rule in their kingdoms men renowned for their power, giving counsel by their understanding and declaring prophecies.
Right. Solomon, David, shit. Like what you just saying.
Leaders of the people by their counsel and by their knowledge of learning meet for the people, the wise and eloquent are their instructions.
And that's what we doing today. That's why you had the apostles sent forward and Malachi, where you actually had Abba Bibbins turn the hearts of the kids to the fathers, which means you spoke about that earlier. That's why all this is happening.
God,
Shit. Because if not, we fucked.
God,
Oh yeah, it's a process and it's a history to it. Shit, and we know our history. This shit ain't just pop up. That's what fucked everybody mind up. Everybody like, where this come from? Like, where y'all come from with this? Like, why y'all the only ones saying the name Yahweh Shai? God, shit, Yahweh Shai, man, look, shit, hey,
right
yeah,
here,
you see,
it's
right,
right
shit, you had certain famous men, and their names got to be put out there. King Mashal, Abin Bivens, Ariel,
God,
the one Westers. See that? The one West, we can say one West because then it broke off and it split. And that's who we are today. Under the council GMS, which you, Elder Tar, and so forth, and you got IUIC, but they all got one thing in common. They all came from up under who? Ariel, Masha. See that? It's one branch, bro. So hey, we got our shit. We know what we talking about. Okay, go ahead, Yashar. We know what we talking about. Hey, we know what we worship. We don't know what shit. We know what we
over that door.
right, shit, nigga, I got my story together. I don't know what you talking about.
God, God.
Yashar ready?
I'm good. Yeah, y'all give me 1 second.
Oh, okay. No, take your time, shit. Yeah, so yeah, the true worshipers. That's why you always start saying shit. We know what we worship.
Right. We know what we represent.
Yeah, man, yeah. So salvation is for us.
God.
I had to step out real
You
quick.
of all the families have I known.
Yeah, kind of.
Too many people in the house right now.
Oh,
No, I know that.
I know how that be, man.
What was it at?
What verse was today?
Second Peter's 2:20.
2 Peter 2:2. You said 2 Peter 2:2
2:20.
or 20. For
St. Peter's
if
2 and
after
20.
they escape the pollutions
Yeah,
of
kind.
knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai Mashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome. The latter end is worse with them than the beginning.
Yeah, see that? After all that, the split after one West, people got it. Motherfuckers fell out. Like I said, you had the 2000 group, and then you had those of us who came in 2007 through the Europe and the Thorn, which is the internet, has fell out too. And what happened? Y'all like that dog returning back to your wallowing, and now you're in a worse of mind state than you were so you came in the truth. And then go a little farther on why.
How you say you can go a little further, go keep
Yeah,
going.
after 22.
Where it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness.
Woo! See that? It'd have been better if you would have learned this truth, man.
That's why the apostles say, you don't know what you got yourself into.
Oh yeah, for sure.
After they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. But it is happening to them according to the true proverb, the dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the soul that was washed through her, wallowing in the mire.
See that? So you going back to go play back in the dirt, in the mud, and the doo. You going back to eat the lobster, the shrimp, the chitlins, the catfish. You know what I'm saying? Right. You finna go pop your man girl and all that shit, and now you want to be the biggest dope boy on Demon Time and all that shit.
Smoking fat
Oh,
blunt.
right. You can see your ass clowning.
God. You have a
Fucking nigga, man. Go ahead, you saw you gotta say something. Wait on you.
Oh, 22. Yeah, that's the end of it.
Oh, okay. So you gotta say something. You gotta do something somewhere there. You like, nigga, I just made it from outside. I made it outside. Yeah, but yeah, they roasted in what they were. All jokes aside, and we have plenty of examples of that. And even you Arkins have been around long enough to know a lot of these stories, know a lot of these men that actually came in when I came in the 2007 crop and fell out. Y'all know about like their stories and how things happen and occur. And hey, we got to keep pushing forward though, because what the scriptures say. Damn.
I got a quick precept on what Yashar just read. As a
Yeah, go ahead, because I got one more, then I'll be.
As a dog returning to his vomit, so a fool returning to his father. And that's just to go back off the people that fell out the truth and went back in the world. You know what I'm saying? You return to your own father. And so what you think the Most High gonna do to you?
Yeah. You sure you want to get 1 John 2:19?
Okay.
And see, this is another reason why you can't get hooked on personalities in this. You know what I'm saying? Like even amongst us three, right? If one of us decide that we ain't finna continue to do this and so forth, you know what I'm saying? The other brother can't have this. Well, I mean, shit, if cuz ain't doing this shit, I ain't doing it. Niggas, you crazy? Shit, crazy motherfucker. I'm gonna be like, oh, he ain't doing it? Damn, I feel bad to be him. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, damn, man, that's fucked up. Man, I'll be more scared than anything because we know it's Yahushua real. Like you said earlier, cuz many are called, but few are chosen. So I wouldn't be looking at you and see, I got a little experience now. So I'll be like, damn, many are called, few are chosen. I wouldn't be like I remember years ago, brothers are like leave or fall out for whatever reason, and like I used to get upset, like personally upset. Like, man, what the fuck? Like, man, what the fuck wrong with him? Like, you know, like, damn, like, motherfucker, you was cool. Motherfucker ain't do nothing to you. Like, you was smooth. Like, what's going on? And we had to learn. Like, no, this ain't about none of that. This about who Yahushua, you know what I'm saying, use and so forth. And now we know. But okay, go ahead, yourself.
They went. This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 19. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out, that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us.
See that? And only Yahushua can do that. Yahushua do that. See that? Yahushua manifests who brothers are, and that's it. Like, can't none of us do nothing about that. Not even that brother himself.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. A man going is of the Lord.
Yeah, kind of. That's it.
So with that being said, you got any more thing to add?
Oh no, I'm good.
You good, you sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All We about to close out, y'all. So we're gonna start off by giving all praise to Yahweh,
Bashem, Yahweh,
Okay.
Bashem.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.